No. 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 No, no, no. No, no, no. 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 No, 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 I wouldn't like any sugar in my coffee. But of course, by that point, you know, like 20, 30 people in the queue behind me. I can never go back there. Hey man, what's your favourite type of egg to eat? What's your favourite kind of egg to eat? Egg? Check out this guy. What's your favourite kind of egg? Chicken egg, exactly. That's fucking all it is. Sometimes in April, it's chocolate. Rest of the year, chicken. What's your name? Leonard. Come on, Leonard, come up here. Come on, Leonard. Come on, Leonard. I've got like a 10-minute set. This can be it. Leonard! Leonard! Okay. Leonard.
Come on, facsimile Leonard!
Okay, Len. Do you mind if I hold you, Len? Alright. So, what I want you to do is I want you to stand there, right? Look at, like, failed Leonard. I want you to look at him with that look that, like, you both bought a bowl of nachos, and, like, you're both eating away, and he's definitely eating more of the ones with the cheese on. Right, okay, so you are the right choice. The right choice. Yeah, so you're just going to stand there the whole set. Okay, do it. It's got to be good because I'm not doing any more words. Alright, so. Norman? Yeah, so I see you looking at my watch. You're like, this man probably does triathlons. Ask me how many triathlons I've done, Norman.
How many triathlons you done, Norman?
None. But it looks good, right? Not really. It looks terrible. But it's a conversation starter about triathlons. I mean, I cycle sometimes. Sometimes I run. I'm very good at swimming though, Norman. Actually, I'm a bit kind of pissed off you brought it up. I mean, it's the sort of thing I'd imagine failed Leonard would do. It's like, it's got failed Leonard written all over it. Yeah, go for a swim, man. Now you can sit down, Supreme Leonard. Yeah! Leonard! So you notice that a lot of the times you get like adjectives, which are often used before particular nouns. I mean, you look like the sort of guy who's been like sitting there all night going, "Oh, I can't wait until someone says, oh, adjectives are coming for nouns! Oh, yeah! It's working tonight, yeah! I'm from Brazil! It's my Brazilian accent!" I've never been to Brazil. Right? So now, obviously, you're going to think of doing some examples. Treacherous icy conditions. Treacherous icy conditions. Oh, Len, what are the icy conditions like? Oh, they're treacherous. Oh, glad you told me that. Well, how does that differ from just icy conditions, Leonard? Doesn't really. Not at all. Entire word was superfluous. There's many more. Consummate professional. Oh, what's that consummate word being used for in that book? Oh, it's a precursor to the word professional. That's it. There's no other consummate. I mean, I suppose you could consummate a marriage, but it's just not the same thing. But when I first wrote that, I didn't realise that. Someone shouted it out, and then I was like, oh yeah. I don't actually know what the word consummate means, apart from in the sexy thing. It's not a sexy professional, though. Right? We'll never know, if only we had the technology to find out. But one which evades my understanding is a raging erection. I mean, I appreciate that lots of blood goes to that part of the body, and it makes, raging erection. Just in case anyone missed that. Raging erection doesn't really sort of fit in with something so joyful. You know, I mean, and then, as though to go inside that whole kind of ballpark, comes up the whole furiously masturbating. Oh, those bloody neighbours. 3 a.m. They can't look after that bloody dog. They shouldn't be allowed to have it. Oh, fucking hell. Who uses all the milk and puts the bottle right back in the fridge? Oh. Yeah. I was a late bloomer discovering masturbation. I didn't realise. As a matter of fact, I think I was 16. But in those years before that, I was convinced. I knew how to wank. Alright? I knew. I told my buddies, you know, girl in another school, wanking all the time. Massive drugs. But thing was, is like the sources of learning from back then, they were like 2D. There's a picture. There's a magazine, you see a picture. Nothing is in motion. It's all static, right? It's like, you know, sex ed. And it's like someone will try and teach you something. But, you know, they're not really going to try and teach you how to wank. They're going to tell you how to not get each other pregnant and give each other diseases. I mean, that's the thing with it, okay? So for years, I was just like, right, fucking going for a wank. I know how it feels, very positive thing. Stroke the end of the penis. There's no petting a dog. It's that little stroke. 2 or 3 maybe. And then, going into my calculations, let out a little bit of wee. And it isn't entirely unpleasant. It's not very, it's quite nice. But it's not that nice, you know, it's not as nice as like ice cream. So, I didn't really get a fuss about it, but I kind of thought that maybe I was just really like advanced. And, you know, I've just blown out puberty and just really good at this shit. But then one day, my mum had dropped me off in a Chinese takeaway to pick up dinner. I walked up to the counter. Food wasn't ready. I'd arrived early. I was keen. I was hungry. Don't always have Chinese dinners. Not in South Wales, we don't. So I had to find something to do, and this is pre-mobile phone days. I know, shock horror, I'm that old. There was not really anything to do. I knew I had 10 minutes to wait. I was standing, there's no one else there. The camp was about yay high, which means that according to the angle of the trajectory, nothing could be seen. And I had 10 minutes. I looked at the menu, looked at the wall, looked at the floor, looked at the calendar. Still the same month every time I looked. So I thought I'd just like have a little stroke of the dog. Just like, not like much, right? It's like, that's like 7 seconds tops, which hasn't changed. But I learned something about myself that day. It's all fucking true. Yeah. Turns out that particular series of like events is my thing. I was like this like fucking like this electricity inside me. I was like, oh, this is different. Oh my god, what's happening? And I was feeling it tingling through me like they were fucking like unicorns coming out of my pores. They were all like singing to the heavens, like no! Everything in me was just like, oh, what is this? This is amazing. But I don't know what it is. I mean, I don't know what this feeling is. For all I know, a heart attack feels like this at the beginning. Oh no! And I'm thinking, well, maybe I should say something. Help me! Help me! Something has overcome me and I can't do anything about it. But then I found out and I worked out what was going on. Because if you can imagine, 16 years of just build up. Oh. It's like the monsoon season in my pants. There was just so much, and I tried to put my hand on the end to stop it. I was like King Canute. Like I say, which I do feel to this day is a metaphor. That particular scenario of this filthy old people. Yeah, I came there. And then, middle of a Chinese takeaway. And then you realize, right, the whole post-orgasmic chill, what has just happened? Oh, and everything, like panic, sheer terror just like comes over me. I'm like, I mean, but it's combined with this sort of euphoria. Because I was like, oh, I've discovered this magnificent tool. I haven't been drinking, drunk, barely anything. And so I didn't really know that kind of change of physical state. So I'm like, oh wow, and like fucking give me the food, I don't care. She didn't notice, so you know that's the part which means I'm not arrested. And yeah, just went home, as you can imagine. But you know what I did when I got home? Because I was the sort of kid who wrote stories. That's the kind of thing I did for fun. That's the old football way. Very good, I hope. I'm writing a story. Ladies will be here soon. Another school. So yeah, I wrote a short story about the wonders of my wank. It's brilliant. It's colourful language, everything. I even drew little pictures in the margins. They're so full of expression. It was like an artistic explosion for me. I thought I was like Hunter S. Thompson. I'm like Gonzo, man. I was like, this is all going in here, and one day we're going to get the Nobel Prize for this. All of the Nobel Prizes for this. Every single fucking Nobel Prize. So of course, the next day I woke up and I set fire to it. I thought, what the fuck am I doing? I've just written my confession notes to the crime, the sex crime I've committed, the Chinese takeaway. Well, my mum was outside in the car. 2 meters tops. Oh. Yeah, well, I learned a lot. I live in Australia. I do. You might not be able to tell from the accent though, because I've only been living there 3 years, and I kind of hoped that I would be, you know, going over there and just taking all the jobs. Just all the jobs, you know? I don't want one. Build a little cabinet at home. It's IKEA. Gonna fill it with fucking jobs. Full of jobs. All the jobs. That seems to be the impression of most of the locals of my invasion of their country. But in the spirit of giving and the Commonwealth, I do feel I need to take at least one back home with me. So, Brad Leonard, what do you do? Pardon? Student, okay. Good, Leonard, you? Yeah, this is the question. Strategist. I've only got 30 kilos I can check in. That'll probably be about 35 if you. Bullshit! Oh, why would I be mean to you, Leonard? Oh. Why didn't Bad Leonard say that? I didn't want this to be our thing. I mean, me and him, you know, he's going to knife me in the face when we leave. I got a wink. So, yeah. Oh, 15 minutes. Thank you, I'm Stephen Morgan.
Hey!